inside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18. That's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And for the Thunder guys, what stands out to you so far?
They came out with the purpose of playing for one another, making the extra pass throughout that first quarter.
Guys, that is simply just good basketball. I mean, really good basketball. Total team effort out there.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And so in the game for the Rockets. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly at the one spot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 2nd in scoring, 7th in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And what he's doing right now, I mean, carving up defensive schemes at will. Boy, it's just a beautiful thing to watch.
That one wide left.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Allison with it, picked up by Modiunas. 5 on the clock. Here's Waiters. Gets to the corner and buries it.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers in.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Foy comes in for Payne. And a switch here also for Houston. Brewers checked in. Rockets have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. Well, for James Harden, with his incredible regular season last year, Clark, you knew he was in for a great postseason as well.
And it was a bit of a roller coaster for him in the playoff run. I mean, vanish one game, but then explode for 40 in the next.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Durant comes in for Waiters. Andre Robertson, he's checked in for Anthony Morrow. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Randy Ford.
And with Harden in the playoffs, it was an all-or-nothing situation at times. He definitely stole some games for Houston in their run to the conference finals. But, man, did he have a rough one when they were eliminated by the Warriors.
Here is Harden. 15 points in the game. Dishes it to Modiunas. It's stolen by Adams. Here's Roberson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
You guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. And, you know, that tough game for Harden in the conference finals, a dozen turnovers for him, set an NBA record for most turnovers in a playoff game. Not how he wanted to go out, but he showed he can carry a team for stretches during the playoffs.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. Well, you knew something was amiss with Durant last year. They eventually shut him down for the entire season after he was injured, which was the safe thing to do and, Greg, the right thing to do.
Absolutely. When you have a franchise player trying to work back from injury. No need to try and get a few more games from him at the risk of derailing his career.
Andrew Beverly is checked in for Houston. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Motiejunas to end the run, and it's good on the layup. Motiejunas has got his first 2 points.
For Durant, KD did try to move. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in. They have built up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the rope. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up. He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Ibaka, no luck. Rockets trail by 9. Lets it go from deep. Here's Ariza. It's hauled in by Adams.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Ariza passes to Motiejunas. Ariza against Durant. Ariza dishes to Motiejunas. And some nice passing there by Houston. It's Harden with the drive, and it's blocked by Adams. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Westbrook leading the charge.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
And here's Harden for 3. Howard kicks to Harden from deep. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. And that's 20 points for James Harden.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Out to Ibaka. Again, Oklahoma City.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Motiejunas, no luck. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Rockets trail by 12. It's Harden with the drive. Good work defensively by Ibaka.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
The lead just froze on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here.
And that...
Kevin, you obviously...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about...
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Well, anytime you can get to the free throw line with that kind of consistency, that just makes every other facet of the game easy.
And, you know, they have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one particular player, given how good he is at drawing fouls and how many fouls he's been drawing.
The rugged duo of Ibaka and Adams in the middle. Roberson is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Durant in at the 3. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Adams, the pass to Roberson. 4 seconds left, and it's Adams hitting it to go. Adams has got 11 points.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And they're giving themselves extra possessions and have taken advantage of it. And that's critical. You can shoot a few lesser percentage if you're getting more opportunities at the rim.
Guys, I'm not sure there's a better star player who's a better fit for his team's philosophy than James Harden. He reflects the Rockets system perfectly.
I don't think you're wrong on that, Kevin. I mean, the Rockets, an analytically minded team. They love layups, free throws, and threes. Harden can get all of those done.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And Harden, either intentionally or not, is really the poster child for a new era of analytics that's starting to drive basketball. I mean, he generates a lot of points, but most importantly, he does it with tremendous efficiency, in part because he lives at the free throw line.
And the Thunder going with the whole new group out there. The Thunder leading by 20. And the rebound goes to Jason Terry.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
And, you know, for the Rockets, acquiring James Harden might be the trade of the decade. You look at what they gave up, and it's hard to argue that they didn't win that transaction in a big way. And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Terry outside. And it's Terry again missing.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
To the inside. It's picked off. And now here's Gaudlac, the fast break opportunity. Misses from close range. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Payne kicks to Cantor. He feeds it to Waiters. Here's Gaudlac. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
Assist goes to Corey Brewer. Timeout called.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder.
And Corey Brewer, guys, out of Florida, remember, won those 2 national championships, teaming up with Joakim Noah and Al Horford. Terrific quickness, and that rangy frame makes him a disruptive defender. Great versatility as well on that end of the floor.
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. Westbrook dishes to Ibaka. Kula, nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. Down low, here's Beasley. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Houston making a switch. McDaniels checked in. Terry against Westbrook. Shot by Terry, no good.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And, you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And Roberson kicks to Ibaka. Westbrook passes to Durant. For the 3, Roberson gets the bucket. Roberson's got 7.
Excellent vision by Durant out there. What a nice pass.
Terry with it. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The feed to Brewer. Just 5 to shoot. But they recover it. Here's Capella. Another miss by Houston. Last outing for Houston, it was a loss to the Warriors in Oakland. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Jason Terry. Here's Ibaka. The kick out to Westbrook. Tries again. The pass to Roberson. In the corner, Ibaka with it. A 3-pointer is right on target. Ibaka's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really... hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponent's field goal percentage.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Andre Robertson. Houston with a big group substitution here. Howard's checked in for Capella. Monteunus comes in for Michael Beasley. James Harden, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry.
You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And Durant, here we go. Ibaka, this is to Durant. Boy, from long range. Can't get it to go. And Houston the other way now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Howard with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Here's Harden, and Durant sends it back.
He has just struggled here offensively in the court.
That's good.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Howard with the steal. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Well, this is nothing new. There is some debate on how successful max contracts have been in the NBA. A lot of players have demanded max contract money, but haven't lived up to the pay. And in my opinion, there are only about 15 guys worthy of max contracts in the league in any given year.
Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Beasley. And it's Howard in at center. Harden up top, covered by Foye. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Take a look at what Harden's been doing. He has 20 points, and he's got 9 points from behind the arc.
And that's been an important part of his game today. It's really spaced the floor.
And the Thunder making a change here. Singler's checked in. Oklahoma City leading by 21. Westbrook kicks to Singler. Waiters passes to Kanter. Harden against Waiters. Deep 2 from Singler. Good D by Ariza. Rocket shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. But they'll get another chance. Stolen by Waiters. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Great frustration right there, and I agree with you. Self-control of your emotions, a must-have if you're going to play winning basketball.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Harden. Here's Ariza. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. 6 points for Ariza. And Westbrook, here we go. Singler for 3. They grab their own miss.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board. And his length doesn't hurt either.
Harden can't hit.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Westbrook kicks to Waiters. Singler dishes to Kanter. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The Rockets pull it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. From deep, Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball. Share the sugar.
Here's Waiters. Cantor, the pass to Singler. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Rockets trail by 19. Ariza kicks to Harden. Kicks it out to Beasley. Harden with a screen on Durant. Here's Beverly. That's short off the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And guys, Dion Waiters is a man who has never met a shot he didn't like. Despite shooting less than 40% from the field last season, he just kept on shooting. Now, every once in a while, he'd get hot and it would look good. But when he's off, which was most of the time, it didn't look very good. He's got to improve shot selection and shot discipline.
Oklahoma City moving it around, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Beverly dishes to Howard. Ariza kicks to Beverly. Ariza has the open look. That one wide left. They getting back to Waiters. There's a reason the Cavaliers dealt the former 4th overall pick in the draft. Not only did he shoot poorly, but Clark, he averaged less than 2 assists a game.
Yeah, I think it's a mindset adjustment with Waiters. I've loved his talent and his ability to make plays and shots. Now he just has to recalibrate his thinking so he can be effective in the role he's asked to play.
The Thunder with another miss. Rockets trailed by 19. Here's Harden. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Here's Roberson, and there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Golden State. And the rejection by Ibaka.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And Michael Beasley picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the Executive of the Year award is an odd one. I mean, given yearly to the executive that was deemed to have had the best year with their roster, that is perhaps the hardest thing to evaluate.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're ahead by 17. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. 1:57 left in the fourth. Westbrook passes to Adams. Outside Durant. No one near him. And Ibaka kicks to Adams. Robertson dishes to Adams. Durant attacking. Howard with the steal. The Rockets another fast break opportunity here. Deflects the pass. Durant kicks to Ibaka. Outside Westbrook. Durant just inside the line. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. 23 points for Kevin Durant. And for the Executive of the Year award, it's hard to evaluate because for GMs, Clark, it takes years of moves to reach a certain point.
Yeah, it's an annual award, but it's awarded for years of decisions, if that makes any sense. One big signing or trade isn't quite enough to win the award.
Timeout called, the Rockets. They're trailing by 19. 1:24 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Thunder.
Clark, look at their number of assists.
Well, they minimized the one-on-one situations, Kevin. They got the ball moving, and it found the open guy.
Great ball movement, you're right. And the wins continue to come in fairly easy for these guys in what's been a very strong year, to say the least. Tonight will push them up to 56 wins.
And what a huge standout performance it was for Durant. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim.
And that's an intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Terry, the pass to Monty Eunice. His 3-pointers off the mark. Singler left side. From deep. It's rebounded by Houston.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is...
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
Morrill kicks to Singler. Off target with his three. Capella. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
Yeah, they were the superior team in every department, in every category to me, Kevin. I know their fans loved it and appreciated it.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, thank you, Kevin. Russell, obviously your ability to attack on offense is such a key for your team. How do you decide when to go to the hoop and when to pass the ball?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Russell, thank you. Kevin, he does it brilliantly.
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And now we'll head over to the studio with Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunity. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
He was in a groove tonight, Ernie, Kenny. He's getting in that playoff mode already. Perfect timing with the postseason approaching. He had it all going on the whole game.
And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Thunder off the tip. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's a reason in at the small forward. One of the most dominant players in 2014 was Kevin Durant, of course, winning the league MVP. Then last year, cut short. We know that he's now on a mission to get back to that level. And Greg, it's hard.
Yeah, you know, it all came down to health for Kevin Durant. And at this point in his career, I mean, he's got the maturity. He's developed the skill set. He's just got to stay on the court. And really, when you talk about the game of basketball, the rest will take care of itself.
You go back to before last season with Durant. He was set to lead Team USA to the tournament, but had to withdraw from the team.
And, you know, withdrawing Kevin might have been the right play to keep him healthy. He still ended up on the shelf a good while last year, but I still think it was the right decision at this point.
And the Thunder with the possession here. James Harden missing on the three. Westbrook kicks to Durant. Westbrook against Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Westbrook. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Durant, no good.
And as competitive as Durant is, it was strange to see him take himself off of Team USA. But let's face it, that Paul George injury played a big role, not only in his decision, but in a lot of guys throughout the league.
And Harden wide open. He shoots. Nails the corner three. Harden's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Beverly against Westbrook. Ibaka outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And you know, Durant was not the only one affected by that injury to Paul George. To see something like that happen in an exhibition game can make anybody think twice about summer play.
Now, here's Ariza. They really needed more from him in that loss to Golden State.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
And Westbrook, here we go. Here's Roberson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Roberson's got his first basket of the night.
A great assist. Nice work from Russell Westbrook.
For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to the Warriors in Oakland.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill.
The pass to Roberson. Ibaka, wide open, he fires. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket. Rockets trail by 3. Beverly with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And Beverly kicks to Howard. Ariza has the open look. Off target with his 3. Thunder have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. Fires from deep. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Moniunas dishes to Beverly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Clark?
Yeah, I say question right now from a defensive standpoint. That's for sure.
Dion Waiters checked in for Andre Robertson. And a change for the Rockets. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Moniunas.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Listen, you got James Harden, clearly the front runner for the best shooting guard in the NBA. Arguably in the conversation for the best player in our league. And listen, he's a league leader in scoring a season ago. He's a one-man wrecking crew offensively.
Now, here's Westbrook. After the miss from Serge Ibaka. Got that one up quick. And that's 10 points for Kevin Durant.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
From deep Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Well, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
Waiters passes to Adams. Durant with it. He's picked up by Ariza. And Ibaka kicks to Durant. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Stolen by Durant. Here's Westbrook.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
Kicks it out to Ariza. Shoots the 3. And Kevin Durant, always in the gym, always working to improve. We asked him where that year-by-year improvements until he became the best player in the league and won an MVP. Now, the challenge, Greg, is to get back to that level after the injuries. Obviously, I think we all feel it is possible.
And you're absolutely right, Kevin. I mean, he's definitely proven in terms of the talent, the skill, and the athleticism. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive and that competitive spirit to be considered still among the very best?
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
So on the floor for Houston, Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Motiejunas and Howard the post pair. And it's Beverly in at the point guard position. Westbrook kicks to Cantor. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Motiejunas.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden draws the double. Howard with it. It's Ibaka picking him up. Lets it go from deep. Ariza no up.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That is a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on top.
And it's Durant missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Harden kicks to Howard. And it's plucked by Ibaka. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Waiters up top. Oklahoma City moving it around. No one covers. Cantor's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Harden's shot is off. Looking at Oklahoma City, they want to turn it around after they lost to the Warriors in Oakland.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
Hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that. And Dion Waiters traded last season to the Thunder. They wanted him as a shooting and scoring threat off the bench. Didn't want him to try and fill the void that Harden played when he was a member of the team.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
You know, Greg, for Waiters, it would be unfair for the Thunder to ask that of anybody. You know, that's tough to do. Hard to make up what Harden had accomplished.
Yeah, and the Thunder even asked Waiters not to wear number 13 to avoid any comparisons, which I think was a smart move. But they still would like to have him provide some punch in terms of points off the bench.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in. Westbrook kicks to Waiters. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Ariza kicks to Howard. It's Harden with the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
1:57 left now here in the second. Westbrook against Ariza. From deep. Another miss by Westbrook.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to